What's up guys, Vinny here bringing you my 30-0 FUT Champs highlights. Yes, this is back-to-back 30-0s this week. We have achieved it. You know, back-to-back, it's quite a hard thing to do. Even hitting 30-0 is obviously quite hard to do. But going over the team real quick, this is exactly the same as we used last week. De Stegen in goals, Mado, Varane, Eden Mattel, Mendy, Zidane, Sissoko, Dembele, Mbappe, Neymar, and then the main man up front, CR7. This guy is a machine. I know a lot of people have been giving him hate this year because Messi is so good, but for me, CR7 is still way above, as you'll see on the screen. Me just going over, obviously, me showing you where I've hit 30-0 once again. My gamer tag, my PSN is YmanWiseSZN, which stands for YmanWise Season. If you want to add me and whatnot, I might add you if you want, but most of the time I just ignore it, if I'll be totally honest. But then you guys know what my gamer tag is and whatnot. But yeah, currently sat fourth in the wheel for monthlies. I'm hoping I could do maybe the unthinkable, which is obviously going 120-0 for the month. But you know, that's a hard task to do at the end of the day. Talking about the gameplay, so what happened this weekend? I played I was 15 wins and 12 wins, 0 losses on both accounts on my PlayStation and Xbox, and I had to play 33 games on the Sunday to complete because I didn't have time on Saturday, and then I started a little bit later on the Sunday. I had 33 games, so I had to do it all in one sitting, and my head was thumping. If you guys know how, if you play FIFA or any video game with a headache, it is not the way. As you see, a massive LB ball over the top, which is super effective this year if you can get the right time in. And as I mentioned last week, Ousmane Dembele don't come up with much goals, but when he does, they are crucial goals for how the game will run out. Using exactly the same custom tactics we used last week. So if you want to know what custom tactics we are using, there is a custom tactic video on my channel, and you can obviously copy them, take them into consideration when you're making your own, if you're not obviously enjoying what I'm doing. But for me, it's way above the best custom tactics I've used. Back to basics with what I used last year, and it just seems to be giving me the best results. I think it's probably just because I'm so used to having my CDMs helping in attack compared to when you have them on stay back. They're so defensive and whatnot, and the options are not quite there. But you do get countered quite often, so your defense needs to be very switched on when it comes to it. And you'll see, basically, I scored I've noticed this when I was looking over the gameplay. There's two type of goals I score. One is a drag back, I do all this passing, and then I do a drag back with one of my cam or my striker, and then shoot basically first time, or I play it into CR7 and then I turn away. As this goal's insane, by the way. CR7 showing why he's so good with his strength and whatnot. Drag back in the box, played it over to Zidane, and that is the perfect example where AI shouldn't help you. In reality, a lot of people will be like, why has it not switched me to Mbabu? He's the guy closest to the ball. He hasn't switched to him. He shouldn't intercept that at the end of the day, in my opinion. So the game's actually benefited me for a rare time. You guys know that when you do a pass across the box, most of the time the AI will intercept it, even when it's very close. But yeah, this game, I think here, it went to 3-2 after being 3-0 up. I was absolutely, I was trying to chill, to be honest with you. I was 3 goals up. I was surprised the guy didn't rage quit, but then we make a huge mistake here, and this guy shows great composure. I think he meant to play that into Bernard, but obviously it went over to Mane, and a great finish into the thing, and then he started to celebrate, did the chicken dance, and then that's when I started to refocus once again. You can't be letting some guy chicken dance you in the FUT Champs, especially when you're trying to get the 30 or just trying to get a good record. You can't be letting people come across you and doing chicken dance. But yeah, this game, I can tell you now, didn't end in 6-2. This guy didn't score again, I can tell you that. I think, did he score? I'm pretty sure he didn't score again. So, big regret on his end. As you see here, I think from this kickoff of his, we defend it quite well, quite a nice press. My defending at some points this so you see that's the interception right there. That's what I was waiting for. My defending, as I said last week, my defending was really poor. This week I felt my defending was a lot better. Maybe it's because I'm getting used to the custom tactics a little bit more, so I'm understanding where the player's positioning is a lot better. That's why it's crucial to always stick to a certain custom tactic and a certain style, because then you're used to where the players sort of sit, and you can use that. That's why I didn't change the team up as well. I have 500k in the bank, but when this team got me 30-0, and I didn't see anything huge, really upgrades. But as you see there, I tried to play that into Zidane originally, but then it bounced back to me, and then we played into Zidane. But yeah, as I was saying, there's no really clear upgrades apart from the Champions League Eden Mittal, but I didn't want to risk it and him not be maybe as good as the 81, but obviously he should be better than the 81, which apparently he is. Apparently he's insane, so I'll be looking to get him this week. Depending on what we get in rewards, I'll probably save my coins. And then obviously Sissoko, he's okay, but as you get on in the further rounds, when you need them crucial passes, his passing can kind of slack at times. So yeah, I'm looking maybe to change Sissoko to maybe like a Laurent Blanc 85 card. I've got 85 Laurent Blanc on my Xbox account, and he is tank. If you play this system of 4-2-3-1 balanced CDMs, you think it's Sissoko. Blanc might not be the best in the attack, but I tell you, this guy is a finisher. This pass right here, I'm sure it was offside when I was playing, but he might have crept in, and for some reason shot near post. I didn't move the keeper at all, and that's 1-1. This game was quite tight. This one went to extra time, as you saw with my goal. It was quite lucky, but I think this was at like 25-0. I said to myself, I can't be losing now, as I always say to myself when I'm in the later rounds of the thing. But here, Cristiano Ronaldo did a little extra touch there. A lot of people maybe were just shot quite early on near post, obviously with Ronaldo, and I actually did an extra little touch which allowed his elemental to come across slightly more. I got a little bit lucky, obviously, going through him, but you know, you gotta like take that into your benefit at times. If any of you are computer freaks or understand computing that well, can somebody explain to me why the quality of these videos is slacking when it comes to gameplay? I thought I played him so well there. I thought I played it so well, but he obviously timed his run to perfection. But yeah, the quality of this video to me doesn't seem as crisp as maybe as I want, and I'm not too sure why. I'm not sure if it's my PC, if it's the Elgato, but usually like when it comes to packs, it's not this grainy sort of look. I feel like it's kind of like a grain look. It should be like obviously the best quality out there. My PC is more than strong enough, so I'm a little confused why it's come out a little bit blurry. I might have to have a little look at that. But if any of you are PC freaks, or do you just sort of understand the, you know, the video sort of settings and whatnot, let me know in the comments, and you can DM me on Twitter and whatnot, and then you can sort of help me out, because I'm so confused why this looks so grainy. And once again, coming through here with Neymar, and that was important. You saw there, I did like an extra touch. Actually, before I talk about that Neymar, this guy right here, I think his name's McCabe Lodi or something like that. If you watch my videos, the way you play is disgraceful. Like, you have no intent of winning the game. You're literally playing to not lose. And this is why the 90th minute, we have took ages in this build-up. I have so many times. I'm waiting for Ronaldo to make a run. Nothing. I'm just trying to get something coming, but no, look at this. Look how deep this team is. Get a little bit of a luck there. I was debating to take the free kick, but I played it into Ronaldo and bang, near post. This is why Ronaldo's the clutchest guy on the game. But yeah, that guy right there, disgrace. But if you saw that Neymar chance anyway, what I was talking about, I did like an extra touch, but it was more inwards. This set up the outside of the foot shot, and outside of the foot shots are more like basically overpowered and whatnot, compared to maybe just a normal B shot. So if you can get the ball onto the outside of the foot, it will give you a higher % of scoring. And here, I was so angry here. I tried to switch to Mendy about 8 times. I'm not even joking. And then I finally switched to Mendy, and he just stopped. So he gets an easy goal there to go 1-0 up. And I can remember at the time I was fuming, because I was like, I can't switch. And everyone knows this year, like right stick switching, L1 switching, it's just sometimes so delayed and just doesn't respond to what you want. But as we were saying, the way we score is either, you know, a drag back with one of the two like middle guys, or we work it into Ronaldo, and Ronaldo will take a touch and shoot whatever way he wants and obviously score, because he is the clutchest man on the game. 8 chem, it don't matter. This guy is a finisher, as you see. You know, up in the build-up once again. That's what I'm trying to show in the gameplay, from me winning the ball back or losing the ball, and sort of how the game is being played out. Actually, we was very aggressive there with Varane, but I sort of knew how this guy was playing constantly. He was just trying to get the ball into his strikers. Here, Ronaldo working it, drag back into Neymar, fake shot, drag back, goal. You can't stop Neymar. That 5-star weak foot is so terrifying to defend against. That's why I would say, if you guys got the coins, get Neymar. This guy will change the way you play. Like, this guy is the best. I'm 100% sure there. Neymar sets off to Zidane, waited, and then just blast it near post. But yeah, in general, this weekend league was quite easy, apart from obviously me having the headache. If I didn't have the headache, I'm pretty sure this 30 would have been like the easiest 30 I've ever achieved. But when you have a headache or you're playing with an illness and trying to play a video game, is not the way to go, to be totally honest with you. And I couldn't take a break or anything because it was already late enough. I started at like 6 o'clock and I played 33 games in one sitting, as I mentioned earlier. I think it took me like 6-7 hours to complete, obviously getting rage quits and whatnot, but the majority of it was going all the way through, because some reason some people don't like quitting at like late nights when I'm winning by 2-3 goals. But here's a nice chance here, built up, get a little bit of a lucky here. I should have scooped him back to the left, but you got a bit lucky anyway. Bit of a skill move there with Neymar, and once again dragged back, and that finish right there, insane. That's why I'm telling you, Neymar's the most insane player on this game. You know, we've read that switch. That's why I think where like my personal like my manual press is really good there. And once again, we wasn't rewarded with the Mbappe one, but then we also pressed once again early with Semedo to receive the ball. And if you see that clip right there, there was like a run between the two defenders, what Ronaldo did, and that's why I played that ball so early. If you get that opportunity, play it. I'm telling you, it's super overpowered. Probably like an RB square, depending obviously where you are on the pitch. If it's a little bit deeper, a triangle will also do. But you know, them type of passes right there are going to split the defense open. As you know, like everyone's using this part of the bus system, so you know, we had an easy through ball there. You know, like when you look back at gameplays, you think, why the hell did I not play that through ball into Ronaldo originally? But we sort of made up for it, obviously building up with another chance. But I think we are coming up to the end of the video. Please let me know how to make this look more crisp, because personally I'm not really like happy with how this is coming out. Maybe it's the software I'm using or whatnot, but let me guys know. Hope you guys enjoyed this 30-0 highlights. Rewards will be out Thursday. A 4-1-2-1-2 formation guide will be out Wednesday. And yeah, that'll be it for the video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and peace.